Hey guys, welcome back to Kid Medic, and today I'm going to be doing all the skills you need to know on medication administration, and this is a new revamp with our new hand model. Alright, so we're going to start with an IV. So there are many different types of IV catheters, like 20 gauges, 18 gauges, and what's this one? This is a 16 gauge, and with 14 gauge being the biggest, so it's 14 gauge, 16 gauge, 18 gauge, 20 gauge, and 22 gauge. And for normal needles like hypodermic needles, it's the same way. Now let me actually get one out to show y'all. Like these. This is a I believe this is a. Doesn't say what gauge this is, but this is a normal syringe. All right, so we're going to start off with IV. We are going to use an 18 gauge needle. So I'm going to start by getting some alcohol prep pads. We're going to need one, and we're going to prep everything first. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our alcohol prep pad. And we're going to rip it down the middle like that. And keep it in the package like that. So now we have our alcohol prep pad ready. We have our simulated saline flush that I made. And then we have our gauze pad ready. And then we're going to get 2 pieces of tape ready. And we can just put those on the patient. One, 2, and we're actually gonna just go right here for educational purposes today. I got 2 pieces of tape. We need more. We can just get some more. All right, we're gonna start off. So parts of an IV catheter. We're gonna open up this, and you see there's 2 parts to an IV catheter. There's the tubing, which stays in the vein, and then there's the needle. The tubing slides on top of the needle, and so that's the IV catheter. So what we're going to do, get our saline flush ready. And we're going to go ahead and take our needle. We're going to find our spot. We're going to take our alcohol pad and clean for a circular motion for 30 seconds. Now, most people don't clean for 30 seconds, but you just want to clean it. All right, let me just do something real quick. I just got to make our trainer in sim mode. All right, now we're going to take the needle, our hand, we're going to palpate for a vein. And it'll feel like kind of spongy. And sometimes you'll be able to see the vein. But yeah, I found a good one right here. So we're going to go right there. And what you want to do is you want to hold down the vein. And you want to take your needle. Alright, I believe I'm in. Sometimes I miss the IVs. I'm not very good at it. So we just want to go in our angle. Alright, now I'm just going to take it, and then we're going to push in while slowly taking the needle out, push in the plastic tubing. And did we make it in? Let's test. Let's see if we made it in. See, so I'm going to try and draw some blood. Yep, we made it in. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flush the IV. Alright, I flushed the IV now. Gonna take that off, and then I'm going to secure it with a piece of tape. Normally you do this with a tegaderm. Okay, so you see it's bleeding, we're gonna stop it. And now let's say you want to collect blood from the tube. You're gonna take it, and you're gonna screw it on, and you're gonna pull it slowly. Now it looks to be clear. You do that, and then I'm just going to put a little more blood in. All right, now, let's say we need to give him emergency medication. We're going to use this training vial. So, if we need to give the patient emergency medication, you're going to take your syringe. You're going to open up your syringe. Once you've opened your syringe, you're going to go open it like that, up like that. There's our syringe. We're going to push a little bit of air into the syringe. And let's say the patient needs, let's call this epinephrine. And let's say he needs 2 milligrams of, 0.5 milligrams of epinephrine. We have our 0.5. We're going to get that out. Now, well, we did that since we already have intravenous access. I'm going to take this, put our cap on, screw the cap off. I'm going to put it on the IV. I'm going to push it in. And our patient has 2 milligrams, whatever it is, of epinephrine. We're going to hold the vein down. All right. Now let's say I want to hook up an IV. For right now, I don't have any IV bags. But let's say I need to hook up an IV. So we're going to take the end of our IV tubing. And sometimes we have a lock, but we're going to go ahead and hook it up to our thing. We may need another piece of tape to hold this down. We're going to go ahead and hook it up to our catheter. And then we would hook it up to the bag that has water flowing into it. But we don't have any, so I'll just put a little medication through it. Fake medication to show you. So we'll take that. And say we need to give him some fluids. We'll take it and put it in our needle. There's this little medication thing right here. And we can stick our needle in there. And now we can give medication. Now we can push in medication. Like maybe if you were giving propofol, you could push in some of the propofol if you're an anesthesiologist. And now you have medication in the IV. And that's how you'd put medication in, like if you had it diluted with the saline bag flowing into it. Then you just push it in there. You might want to unlock your IV tubing here. And then if you need it to get in quicker, you can just dilute it a little more. We're going to dilute it a little more and just push all the medication in. All right, now we've pushed all that medication in. All right, now that we've pushed our medication, that's how you would do IV tubing. Now, when you're ready to take an IV out, which in this case we are, we're going to prepare another piece of tape right here, a long piece, and maybe 2 of them. Going to prepare that. Oh, and I forgot to say at the beginning, you should always glove up. Always glove up. And make sure you scrubbed your hands for sanitary. Right now what we're going to do, we're going to take our gauze pad here. I'm going to put as much pressure, and I'm going to slowly pull the IV out. Alright, we got the IV out. Gotta hold more pressure. Alright, now I'm going to ask the patient to hold pressure, which in this case, we don't have a patient. And then I'm going to tape this down. You may need a little more tape, and once you have full pressure on it, You can tape it the other way too, just to ensure securement. Just hold a little more pressure on it. And then you have officially removed the iv'e. So now we're just going to take our needle, take your needle, you'd place it back in there, and then you'd put the top back on, and then you throw that in the sharps box. Now we're going to use a butterfly needle with 2 wings normally. So this is what a butterfly needle looks like. That's the tip. It's for like little minor infusions or nothing too big. So we're going to take that needle. We're going to palpate for our vein. In this case, butterfly needles are mostly used in the hand. So we're going to go through the hand. Right here, and we're going to palpate for a nice vein. And I got to fill our trainer back up a little bit, so I'm going to get my filler syringe. I open up this. Alright, going to fill up our trainer. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to prep all of our equipment. We're going to prep all of our equipment. All right, we got our needle ready. And again, we're going to clean in a circular motion. 30 seconds. No, remember, not everybody does it for 30 seconds. Now we've cleaned our area. We're going to get ready and we're going to find a vein. We found our vein. So I'm going to take my vein, palpate it. Remember, it'll feel spongy. And just like any other iv'e you grab by the 2 wings, we're going to go ahead. Dang, I'm bad at iv'es. All right, we're in. Oh, no, we're not in. Sorry, guys, I'm just not very good at this. Now I believe we're in, so let's check. Nope, we are not in. Sorry, guys. I'm really bad at this. We're just gonna go for the bottom ends, but mostly those go in the hand. All right, but we're gonna go on the bottom ends. It's better with bigger veins. I'm not good at hands. So we're gonna find our vein. Gonna go in. All right, now we're gonna confirm our placements by taking out blood. All right, we're in. So I'm just gonna go at a diagonal push just a little farther. Let's make sure we're in still. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna flush our wound again. As usual, we're gonna flush. We're flushing. All right, we flushed our vein. Now, that's how you start the catheter vein and take it out. Same thing. We take it out and I put everything on. It's just basically the same, just a smaller needle, different size needle. Now we're going to talk about administering with an insulin needle. So this is an insulin needle. It's a very tiny needle, as you can see. Very tiny. So let's say our patient needs 15 units of insulin. We're going to push in. I'm going to take out 15 units. And all you got to do is wherever you need to stab, not particularly in the vein, most likely in the thigh, but don't have a thigh, you're just going to stab, push, and you're done. So I'm going to take it back out so my trainer doesn't get and it doesn't really hurt. Insulin needles are pretty tiny. Oh, and you would also clean the area before you stabbed. Now, drawing blood. Let's say we need to draw some blood for our patient, which I'm going to put some more of our simulated blood in our trainer. Let's say we need 5 mils of blood, so I'm going to put some more simulated blood in our trainer. Alright, our trainer's filled. We're going to create a little bit of tension in the veins now. Right, now let's say we need 5 milliliters of blood. We're going to find our vein. We're going to clean our vein with our alcohol prep pads. Go in the middle, clean our vein. We're going to go palpate. Now we're going to take our syringe. We're going to hold down. We're in the vein. We're going to slowly pull up until you reach 5 mil. It's going to slowly pull up, as you can see. You don't want to get air bubbles in. That's why we're slowly pulling up. All the way up to 5. Alright, we're almost there. We may have to do it in a couple of doses. Alright, we got the blood in here. Let's say we need 3 mils. You stick it into the blood tube. And then we're going to slowly press it in. Very slowly, because there's a lot of pressure that gets created in this vial. So as you can see, I'm slowly pressing it in. And it's slowly filling up. See, the key to most medication administration is do it slowly. Alright, now we sucked all the pressure out. Alright, now I can go in for a second time. I'm only going to need 2 mils now. Well, I got a full 5 milliliters out. And now we're going to push in. And then we're going to slowly fill it up. And there's the 5 line right there. But if we need to fill it up more, alright, now it's filled. And that would be a full tube of blood for testing. And that's how you do blood. Now let's say we want to administer a medication without starting an IV. So we're going to fill our patient up back with blood real quick. And this is going to be an IV medication, intravenous medication. We're going to get this intravenously. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our intravenous needle. We're going to twist it on. We're going to get some air in it. And let's say we're drawing up Ativan. Let's say our patient needs 2 milligrams of Ativan. We're going to push some air in. Going to take some air in, and then we're going to go ahead and push in our syringe. We're going to push all the air in. Now let's say we need to get the Ativan in there. We're going to get 2 milligrams of Ativan. All right, we got our Ativan, which it's just simulated. It's not real Ativan, but simulated medication. All right, now we got all the air out because you want to make sure there's no air. Same thing, alcohol prep pad, clean. Now we're going to take our syringe. We're going to push it in, and then we're going to push the Ativan in. All right, we got the Ativan in, and that's how you would do it. And then you'd put a Band-Aid on top, and then you're done. Now, let's say you want to do it intramuscularly. Same thing, pull up, in goes into the vial. Oh, I forgot to say, always confirm you're checking the right medication. Push all the air in. Draw. We're going to say this is the flu shot. And we're going to pull it up. And we're going to go to 2 milligrams of the flu vaccine. We're going to clean our spot. Well, I'm not going to put that much because it's not meant for intramuscular. I'm going to put a little bit less, but that much. We're going to take our alcohol pad. We're going to clean where we're going to put it. We're going to call it right there. I'm going to go in, push, in. And then you're done. And take that out. Alright, and that's how you do intramuscular. And I believe that is it for our video today. Just making sure we didn't miss anything. Don't believe we did. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. And as always, I want to give a big thanks to Prep Medic for being very inspiring to me. Make sure to go check out his YouTube video. And if North American Rescue could sponsor me, I would highly, highly appreciate it. But again, thanks to Prep Medic for inspiring me to become a SWAT paramedic. And North American Rescue, if you're watching this video, please sponsor me. I got great product ideas. All right, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!